Welcome to My Mushroom Health, fungi you can feel. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about mycelium for diabetes and how it helps with diabetic conditions. Let's go ahead and get started. So, there are two types of diabetes, technically. Two main forms of diabetes exist, known as type 1 and type 2. Both are chronic conditions, but the dysfunction varies depending on the type. Type 1 diabetes is a condition in which the body processes insulin as it should, but the pancreas fails to produce enough of it. In both types, insulin's role in managing glucose levels in the blood is compromised. In other words, it becomes unbalanced. Type 1 diabetes is typically found in children and makes up approximately 5% of all diabetes cases and is believed to be genetic. Now, type 2 diabetes is a condition when the pancreas produces adequate insulin, but the body lacks the ability to process it. In both types, insulin's role in managing glucose levels in the blood is compromised. So something's going on here to create imbalance. Type 2 diabetes makes up approximately 95% of diabetes cases and is more common in adults. Overweight individuals are particularly at risk of developing type 2 diabetes, so it is more diet-related. Gestational. Well, there is a form of diabetes. This third form is gestational diabetes and can occur temporarily in expectant mothers. While its symptoms are often mild and tend to disappear once the baby is born, both the child and the mother are left more susceptible to type 2 diabetes. There is also prediabetes, a condition in which blood glucose levels are slightly elevated and often progresses to full type 2 diabetes over time if not treated. According to the Center for Disease Control, prediabetes afflicts more than 30% of adults in the USA. This is reversible and can be prevented from going into full diabetes by exercising and eating a more balanced diet. Now, this condition is far too common in America. The fact is that genetic diabetes is very low, and even if it runs in the family, you can find signs of common eating habits in these families. You are raised by your parents, and they feed you food they typically enjoy until you're old enough to choose for yourself your own diet. This becomes an excuse, as people will believe there is nothing they can do rather than taking action. Comfort food is a dangerous thing. Variables: too much milk, dairy, red meat products, too many crackers, chips, fried foods, and fast foods, and most all processed foods harm the gut and can contribute to imbalances in the way your body processes foods, especially sugars. Heavy alcohol consumption, high in sugar, is also a culprit. Now, preventatives, well, number one, a balanced diet. Quality meat on a limited basis, lots of cruciferous greens filled with polyphenols, which increase good gut bacteria and nutrient balance in the body. Beans, including garbanzo, lima, pinto, or kidney beans. Kiwi fruit, pears, plums, and apples. Flax seeds, berries, and dried fruit. Sweet potatoes. The all-powerful broccoli, cabbage, spinach, kale, cauliflower, and asparagus. Top foods for health. And mushrooms with beta-glucans. So let's take a look at some prescription medications. Many prescriptions will interrupt the digestive balance in your stomach, pancreas, upper and lower intestine, liver, kidney, and bowels. While these chemicals are created to help treat diabetes, some people will end up with worsening conditions. This is a drug constantly advertised on television called Ozempic. A lot of people are familiar with the Ozempic commercial. Let's pause here for a moment and take a look at the side effects of this wonderful drug. You can pause the video and take a look. It is not good, folks. Page 2. What are additional possible side effects of Ozempic? You can read this. I highly recommend that you do. It's pretty scary. So now let's talk about beta-glucans and their benefits. Well, mushrooms containing beta-glucans help to reduce inflammation in the gastrointestinal region through the vagus nerve. Also known as the cranial nerve X, the vagus nerve, is critical nerve for developing and supplying parasympathetic information to the visceral organs of the respiratory, digestive, and urinary systems. It is important in the control of heart rate, bronchoconstriction, and digestive processes. Beta-glucans and many of the molecules found in medicinal mushrooms do help to balance the way the vagus nerve operates. What it does, mycelium is effective at decreasing inflammation due to its analgesic properties. It is also helpful to minimize bacteria growth as it is an effective antibacterial agent. We've had many clients report significant benefits to their gut issues with mushroom complex high in beta-glucans and polysaccharides. You can add culinary mushrooms to your daily diet if you cannot afford mushroom supplements, and most of the primary culinary mushrooms are oyster, portobello, shiitake, and maitake. Now, we do have something called our mycelium chews. They are 4-in-1 gummies. They contain turkey tail, reishi, lion's mane, and cordyceps mushrooms, 250 milligrams of activated mycelium compounds in each gummy. Now, non-activated is common in other products on the market, especially on Amazon, so watch where you buy this product because non-activated mycelium is not as bioavailable, so not as good for absorption into the cells. Our bottle does contain 30 chews. We also have a 10-in-1 complex as well that you can check out on our website. Hopefully you found value in this information. If you know someone that could use it, please feel free to share. If you have any questions, please reach out. We are here to help you learn as much as possible about how to stay in good balanced health. And don't forget, do something nice for somebody you don't even know today. There's just not enough of that in the world right now.